The 1930s were a dark chapter in history, marked by the rise of fascism and authoritarian regimes. Leaders like Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini exploited economic instability, nationalism, and fear to seize power. Today, as authoritarian leaders gain traction around the world, many are asking, are we seeing a repeat of the 1930s? In this video, we'll explore the similarities and differences between then and now, and ask the critical question, is it really the same? Welcome to Impact News, where we draw parallels between current affairs and historical events. The 1930s were a time of global turmoil. The Great Depression devastated economies, and people were desperate for solutions. In this climate, fascist leaders like Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini rose to power. They promised stability, national pride, and a return to greatness. But their regimes were built on repression, propaganda, and violence. They scapegoated minorities, silenced dissent, and dismantled democratic institutions. The consequences were catastrophic: World War II, the Holocaust, and the deaths of millions. The 1930s serve as a stark reminder of how quickly democracy can erode when authoritarianism takes hold. Today, authoritarianism is on the rise again. Leaders in countries like Russia, Hungary, and Turkey have consolidated power, often using tactics reminiscent of the 1930s. They exploit economic inequality, stoke nationalist sentiment, and attack democratic norms. Social media and technology have become powerful tools for propaganda and control, allowing leaders to manipulate public opinion like never before. But there are key differences. Today's authoritarian leaders often operate within democratic systems, using legal and institutional means to erode freedoms. And while the 1930s saw the rise of overt fascism, today's authoritarianism is often more subtle, but no less dangerous. Let's break down the similarities and differences between the 1930s and today. 1. Economic instability. Both eras were marked by economic crises that fueled discontent and created opportunities for authoritarian leaders. 2. Nationalism and scapegoating. In the 1930s, minorities were blamed for societal problems. Today, immigrants, refugees, and other marginalized groups often face similar scapegoating. 3. Propaganda and control. The 1930s saw the rise of state-controlled media. Today, social media and disinformation campaigns play a similar role. 4. Democratic erosion. While the 1930s saw outright coups and dictatorships, today's authoritarian leaders often undermine democracy from within, using legal and institutional means. So, what can we learn from the 1930s? First, history shows us that economic instability and social unrest create fertile ground for authoritarianism. Second, the erosion of democratic norms often happens gradually, making it harder to recognize until it's too late. But there's also hope. The 1930s taught us the importance of vigilance, solidarity, and the defense of democratic institutions. By learning from the past, we can work to prevent history from repeating itself. The rise of authoritarianism today raises urgent questions about the future of democracy. By understanding the parallels and differences between the 1930s and today, we can better navigate the challenges ahead. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos that connect the past to the present. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.